76-73. Still having issues over here at the scores table. Trying to figure it out.
A lot of conversations going on over there tonight, Tony.
Definitely had a little bit of confusion throughout the day. I don't think a lot of people, these officials, are used to media timeouts and everything like that. Definitely something that you got to get used to. When you have to keep track of what minute mark you got to get one out to the WSAZ down there. But Deontay Coleman bringing the ball up the floor for the Wildcats. Do you go for two here, John?
Yeah, I think you do, Tony.
I have to agree with you, unless it's a wide open three. That'll work.
Well, maybe that's why Mark Hatcher has a few rings, Tony, and John Foster 0 rings.
And why Tony Lane is joined alongside you up in the top of the building in the sports booth.
Man, good shot, Paul. Mr. Clutch, Paul Williamson. Man, the way he elevates his game, Tony.
76-76.
Well, now look, if you turn around here in your Chesapeake, you've got to think that Copley is going to be your sound guy. He's going to bring the ball up the floor. And 55, the inside guy, they've had trouble stopping him all night, Tony. So if he catches the ball in the paint, could be a disastrous ending for the Wildcats.
Tell you what, they spoiled us last Friday. I'm just like waiting on the comeback. I'm just waiting on it, you know.
Man. Well, you named them right, the Cardiac Cats of Logan. What was their deficit coming into the fourth quarter tonight, Tony?
They were down by 4, but they were down 7 at half after being up by 7 in the first quarter. That second quarter really, really killed them.
So they've not led since the beginning of the second quarter, really, or a couple minutes into the second quarter.
Yeah, for a few minutes before Chesapeake finally went on a run there.
Yeah, no open shots. 23 seconds, you can guarantee that they're going to take their time and get the last shot. So, well, you got man-to-man, Tony?
I don't know. I'd say you almost have to go to man because you almost want to get beat man-on-man coverage because in the zone, you have to memorize. I mean, you have to remember when to rotate over. I mean, you got to, they can find a hole in the zone. Yeah. I think on man, you can just, stick skin tight to them on the defensive end as best as possible. At least make them run their offense, work around a few screens, and, take some time off the clock. And, because either way, unless they get a shot right away, they're going to have to, force up a shot eventually.
Yeah, I'm real interested to see what they draw up because, man, Tony, they got some shooters that's, made open shots all night. They've got the big guy down low that I don't feel like he's missed in the paint in the fourth quarter. He's been tough as nails. You can't foul him. I mean, they money on their free throws, so just play good, like you said, good sticky defense, get a hand in your face or in the shooter's face. We might be poised for what you call some free basketball, Tony.
I don't know if my heart can take it, especially with this team. And it's hard not to favor Logan. We've been with them since before the season started, doing interviews with them, and Coach Hatcher's been more than good to us.
Yeah, he's an excellent guy. No matter who he's with, Tony, he always makes sure that he talks to us. If anybody's ever been to Logan Fieldhouse, especially after a victory, Mark Hatcher's a hard man to get a hold of.
He's a hard man to get a hold of 24/7, but especially after that, like you just said, yeah.
Yeah, but he always takes the time out for WVSportsNet.com, and we're thankful for that.
The PA announcer finally got a crowd to work with.
Yeah.
He is running with it.
He's loving life, too. That's what I was going to say.
I'm liking it, too. It's going to add to the atmosphere with 3.9 seconds left. And here we go, folks. Sit down and buckle up. It's about to get bumpy.
Yep.
Number 4, Nathan Copley, crossing the half-court logo for the Chesapeake Panthers out of Ohio. Their top 3 team in the state in their division. McMaster, shot up, no good. Tip back, no good. Williamson with the rebound. They're going to get the foul. They're going to get him with the foul. With 0.0 seconds left on the clock, tied up at 76.
Wow.
That means there must be .0 something left on the clock. Oh, my God. Paul Williamson does it again. Paul Williamson yet another chance to ice this one from the free throw line.
Wow.
We're putting 1.7 seconds left. Can you say deja vu?
I'm telling you, Tony, I'm going down memory lane as you speak.
God almighty.
It happened a little bit different, but man, the scenario, Paul on the line. Now, are they in the double bonus, Tony?
They have to be close. They have to be close. Chesapeake fans are livid.
Not real happy with what they're seeing, and the Wheeling Park fans, the Patriots, can reminisce with these people because they felt the same thing on Friday night.
Paul Williamson again with developing the loose ball, but I tell you what, Logan's lucky.
Yeah,
that bounce did not go their way. The bounces on Friday against Wheeling Park, the free throws didn't go to Wheeling Park's way.
Right.
Everything has went Logan's way. And I tell you what, where I come from, I believe in fate.
Yeah,
you start to wonder. You really start to wonder if it's destiny. You know.
Yep.
Logan, I know they're determined. They're a very determined bunch. But let's see what happens here. Now, there was only 1.2 against Wheeling Park. We almost have 2 full seconds. We have 1.7.
Well, they ended up, when they adjusted that, Tony, I think it was 1.6 when he shot the free throws against Wheeling Park. Remember, because they had that tip ball situation?
Yeah.
And then they went back and they put time on the clock. Did he shoot them with 1.6? 1-something, 1.4, 1.6.
On Friday?
Yes, sir.
Well, 1.2, I believe. But yeah, they originally had that down to like 0.2 or 0.3, and they had to reset it. But anytime you get down to this late, more times than not, they have to go back and reset that shot clock.
I don't know what the timeout situation is either, Tony. I don't know if he makes both of them. If Chesapeake's got another timeout.
Got it.
Because he looks over.
I mean, folks, if I were to count his free throw attempt, I'd have to take a timeout. All I have is circles everywhere. It's filled in. All I know is he's missed one.
Good job.
And it's over. 77-76. Logan. Not near as excited as it was Friday because I'm starting to get, this is a common thing here for the Cats. And the Cardiac Cats strike again as they take down Chesapeake out of Ohio, the number 2, number 3 team in the state of Ohio.
Very impressive.
Do we have our first 2-time WV Sportsnet player of the game, John?
The www.wvsportsnet.com player of the game. As Tony alluded to, the first 2-time winner, Paul Herbert Williamson. Your performance tonight in the Veterans Memorial Fieldhouse has earned you our WVSM player of the game. Tony, hit me with the stat line.
Well, he had 35 against Wheeling Park on Friday. He didn't think that was enough. So this time, he dropped 35, according to me. He had 17 free throws, 17 and 19, 4 2-point field goals and 4 3-point field goals. He only had 8 field goals made and had 37 points. And that is why he is our WVSportsnet.com player of the game. So congratulations, Mr. Williamson. And also Mark Hatcher and the Cardiac Cats of Logan.
I love it. As you look down here, Tony, if you look underneath the rim, I got the camera pointed at it. We got people signing, asking for Paul Williamson's signature. It's these kind of tournaments that exposes these kids, Tony, to this type of environment. He gets to play in the Logan Fieldhouse in front of 4,000 people. Not every kid does. Now you can bet that he's going to remember this night that he hit, the game-winning free throws to beat a, Atlas State team. People were coming up to him after the game, asking for his autograph. Congratulations, Paul Williamson. And I tell you what, and this message is to everybody who says West Virginia basketball ain't nearly as good as what it is across the other states. Because Point Pleasant is a bigger school than Logan. Chesapeake.
I mean, yeah, not Point Pleasant. Chesapeake. Same area, I guess. Different states. But they're number 2, number 3 in the state. Chesapeake in the state of Ohio, and there's a lot more schools in Ohio than what there in their division than what there is in AAA in West Virginia. And Logan just comes in here and knocks them out. They've almost beat the number 2, number 3 team out of South Carolina in the top class down there this year.
Yeah.
Logan's the real deal, and they lost Noah Contrell.
Yeah, well, you heard Hatcher talk about it in the preseason. He said, I feel like I have a better ball club this year, and I don't have an ESPN Top 100 player. He said that, Tony. They can go back on our website, look over his interviews. He was pumped in November about this team. So, great win for them tonight on the road. They got to show some people outside of the southern part of the state, what type of basketball they play. Congratulations, Coach, and the Wildcats.
They took the score down, but it was 77-76, correct?
Yes, sir.
All righty, 77-76. The Cardiac Cats pull another shocker. And they take down the Chesapeake Panthers out of Ohio in this Battle Wars matchup. And guess what, folks? WV wins 77-76. And again, Paul Williamson, our WVSN, WVSportsnet.com player of the game. I'm Tony Lane. This is John Foster. And we're here in Huntington, West Virginia at the Veterans Memorial Fieldhouse after a great Martin Luther King Day filled with good basketball. And keep it locked in here on WWW.
Special thanks again, Rob Fulford. Thanks for having us. Huntington Prep, we'll be back. We'll get some of your games. Like I said, if you guys like what we're doing, go on our website, fill out the request form. We'd love to be able to broadcast these games live. Hit that up. Once again, all the coaches, thank you very much. Great tournament, as Tony said. Glad to be here.
And as well, this game is available on DVD order forms if you want the high-def commercial-free with no segments and stuff like that. Those are available on our website. Again, WVSportsnet.com.
Your sports voice of the Valley.